We'll begin with a few questions from within the room. Nolan?
Thanks, Coach.
Congrats on the win, Johnny. A pretty impressive performance out there. Talk to me how you're feeling. How did you think you did in that one?
I thought I did pretty good. I just knew where my strengths were. I knew where his strengths were. I wish the fight could have been a little bit longer on the feet, but to showcase some of my striking. But had to slow the dude down, get him a little bit tired, and went out there and got the win.
All of his fights have been pretty quick, at least his wins. How much did you see that Contender Series fight that he had and think, hey, if I take this to the ground, maybe I can get the job done?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. He's made adjustments, though. It was hard to get his neck in that position. He made an adjustment since that loss, which most good guys do. He's good. I would have made the same adjustment if I would have lost that way. But when I got on top of him, it was very hard to submit him from there. So I just did the best I could to lock down the other arm and strike with my free arm. But even then, he was good at catching my free arm. It's another spot that I need to work on in my game.
Yeah, absolutely. And he hit his Bellator debut. He came in and beat a pretty tough wrestler in Ed Ruth pretty quickly. So what do you think it says about your wrestling that you were able to kind of maybe do what a Penn State wrestler wasn't able to?
Hey, man, I think I'm one of the best guys in the world. Definitely in MMA. I think I'm going to be a contender and a world champion. I think Ed Ruth's really good. I can't speak on his behalf, but I think I'm pretty damn good, man.
And what's the roadmap? You said you want to fight the best guys in the world and prove you're the best. What do you think's next from here? How do you get there?
I'm just going to trust Bellator, have them match me up with whoever they want, and get the job done like I did tonight.
All right, we'll take a few questions from our media joining us virtually. Donna?
Johnny, you spent a year out of the cage. This was unheard of for you. I know you're a guy who likes to fight 3, maybe 4 times a year. What exactly kept you out of the cage for so long, and how did it feel to be back in there tonight?
After my last win, I ended up getting a knee surgery. Was training. I'm a guy that's always in the gym. So ended up having a little slip up in training, hurt my knee, had to go get surgery. That kept me out of the cage for a little while, but I'm back now. So let's get this money.
How soon would you like to be back in there?
I'd love to make a quick turnaround, maybe by the end of the year or first thing next year. I just love to fight. This is my job. I like to be employed, and I like to work often.
Any chance you're going to be having a little eye on that Dalton Rasta fight later?
Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, Dalton came to ATT, and he's a teammate and a friend of mine. Kid's good. Everybody needs to be watching Rasta. He's the man.
Kevin?
Hey Johnny, congrats on the win as usual. Listen, you're still undefeated. Explain to us, has the undefeated been like a thought on your mind, or have you been going through camp and fights without it bothering you much?
I'm 0-0 every day. That's how I think. I just got to get better and better every day, like I'm nobody. As soon as you let your ego take over, that's when you start to lose. So I try to not have an ego, come in every day and get better. That's my mindset. I'm 0-0. Records don't matter. Nothing matters. All that matters is what you're doing in the moment.
Walk us through the emotions you were feeling when you got clipped in the second round. What were you feeling emotionally, or what was your thoughts?
Move my head, land back. If I can't land back, get the fight in a position where I know I can win. I don't even think, man. I just react. To be honest, I move my head, and just try to get the fight where I know I could not get hit. So whether that's I hit him with a right and move off because I stun him, then he doesn't want to come at me anymore, or whether I take him down and start landing shots on top of him. Wherever I need to go, I'll get there.
Mark?
Hi, Johnny. That was a really great performance. You kept an extremely high pace, and I'm just wondering if your game plan was to throw everything at him and see if he could keep up.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the end of that question.
Was your game plan going in to just throw everything at him and see if he could keep up?
Honestly, my game plan was for him to come at me, which what kind of happened, but I slipped up a little bit in the second, and he landed a pretty good shot on me. I could still see everything coming at me, so I just made adjustments and got the fight where I needed to get it to. But honestly, the game plan was to let him bring the pace to me and then match that pace back at him, and then drown him out in the sea, and I'll swim back to shore.
Luis?
Hi. You have 3 wins in Bellator. Now, we know Bellator have a very interesting names in middleweight division. Do you feel ready for the top names in the middleweight division?
I'm ready for whoever Bellator thinks I'm ready for. I'm trusting them with my career. That's why I signed with them. I think they're going to do the right thing and give me the right fights.
Lenny?
How are you, Johnny?
Good.
Well, before this fight, you're 3 fights deep in your Bellator career. But before you got to Bellator, you were 4 fights, 4 finishes. And since you got to Bellator, you've had 3 unanimous decision wins. What have you got to do to get that finish across the line?
Make more adjustments, man. Get better. The competition's higher, but I'm damn good. I haven't lost a round, I don't think. I have not lost a round in my whole career. I'm going to make adjustments. I'm going to start finishing the best guys in the world. Just keep watching me, and I'll show you.
Thank you for the time, and congratulations on a good performance.
No problem. Thank you very much.
All right, Johnny. Thank you very much for the time. Congrats.
No problem. Thank you, guys.